Welcome to the show. How's it going? Good morning, good evening for some of you guys. How's it going, everyone? What's up, YM? Good morning. Oh no, what's going on? You're treating gold like the NASDAQ. It's different. You're up already 4K? What? Okay. Don't worry. Stick with the rules. Drac, hey, good morning. Bill Hovenst, welcome. Good morning, good morning. And Pion Mendez in the flesh. What's up? What is going on? All right. Yeah, so Asia session seemingly was not anything super special. We have an Asia high. I would put the Asia high somewhere around, I would say here. There would be my Asia high. Yeah. I do have a position. I'm already long. I just don't know which accounts, but I'm long. I am long on multiple accounts. And I'm copy trading this. So we'll see. Same situation as yesterday. How's it going, everyone? I took this earlier before the stream started. Yeah. Ready for shorting? Farhad, hey, good morning. How are you? Gold just jumped 10 points in 20 minutes. Yeah, let's check on gold. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That was a... It could be just a sweep, you know. Curry Fishbowl, hey, what's up? Farhad, do you know how much I can request for the fourth payout from Bulenox? I think... Let me just check it for you. I think because after the third payout... there is no withdrawal cap. Let me just check it for you, just because that's a good question. Just a second. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So here's the FAQ section. Oh my god, I'm blinded. The maximum withdrawal amount applies to the first 3 payouts only and depends. Okay, after third payout, there is no maximum withdrawal limit. So Farhad, after third payout, there is no maximum withdrawal limit, which means your fourth payout should be having no cap, no withdrawal cap. Which is cool, right? So, no withdrawal cap, as it states on the website, after the third one. That's kind of cool. MGC M3 flipped. Nice. Good morning, Green. Absolutely, Farhad. No problem. Yeah, I always mix up these things because some prop firms, you know, they let you to withdraw after more. I mean, sorry, they are lifting up the withdrawal cap after like 5 withdrawals, 4, 6, depending. You know, Bulenox lifts up the cap after 3. And that's good to know. Heiken-Ashi Power Bar 5K. Oh, yeah, I remember you were trading the Heiken-Ashi. Yeah. Okay, we're approaching Asia high. I don't know if we can get this 5-minute supply zone here. Five-minute supply zone. Let's see where it starts. Opening 650, 650.75. Okay, we're through on the Asia high. I'm still having this trade, but we'll see. Copy trading it on 3 accounts. ES took Asia high. Yeah, NQ as well. NQ as well. Let's see what ES is trying to pull here. Nothing special. It definitely is going higher. I think my TP is at 47. I don't know. Okay. A bit of a slow warning. I gotta fix the coffee, I think. Yeah, I need to fix the coffee. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna fix up a coffee because I'm super sleepy. Just a second. I'll be right back. All right. We're here. Oh my God, look at that. Gold is going skyrocket. You're right. Let's go. Ryan, congratulations for the trade. Let's hit that TP. Come on. Come on. Oh my God. Look at that. It's playing with me. Yeah, it was Jay, it was a nice long. It's still not over. It's teasing. Look at that. Nice. Up 1K. Let's go. Congratulations. All right, this was a nice one. Right has a secret. I mean, yeah, I could have closed it, but it was so, I mean, you know, as far as I've seen it, you know, in the past months or years, this is why I took the early TP. So originally my TP would have been at 650, but there was a fair value gap here, so I thought, why not? You know, there's a very high chance that if it's so close, like 1 or 2 ticks to this fair value gap, it should be popping that. So, but I understand. Gold is the only thing I trade. I buys from 37.71. Let's go. 71, beautiful. That was a beautiful call there. I think it wants to pop this one. That would be the Asia high, right? On gold. I think it wants to go for it. There you go. Asia high. At least it definitely looks like it. As for NQ, it still didn't go into the supply zone there. So, hey, Content Hunter, what's up? Good morning. Good morning, good morning. And we arrived to that 5-minute supply zone. Finally. Finally. Let's see the reaction. What else do we have? Oh yeah, we have another one on the 15-minute. Another one. If it keeps going higher, there's a 15-minute level up there. 15-minute supply zone. Okay. 15-minute supply zone right there. Good morning, Jack. Hey, good to see you. Where have you been? Target is a good habit as you won't be guaranteed. Yeah, exactly. And partially, actually, that's a good idea, Jay. You know, because on real live accounts, and this is actually a a real thing. On the simulated accounts, let it be a funded account or evaluation account, on the simulated accounts, the executions are definitely smoother. On the live account, it's not as fast as you think. It takes a few milliseconds more, or maybe even it's not even filling the order. You might have a sell limit at that level, and the broker may not be able to fill that order. And if the price is just, you know, staying there for a second, and then it retraces, you might not even get filled on your TP. So it definitely happens quite a lot. I've been told that from many people, like it helps. It definitely happens a lot of times. Even price goes through your sell stop or sorry, sell limit, or even your sell stop on a stop loss, and it's not taking you out because the broker is not able to fill the order for you. It happens. I'm doing great, Jock. Hey. Yeah, NQ definitely popped higher. Good morning, crypto game codes. Hey, what's up? What do you consider supply zone? Yeah, we can go through this. I'm going to show you a few examples. Actually, I can show you 2 examples. Working nice. United Caliphate. Oh my gosh. Wow. That's cool. Strange in Europe, but it's a lot of algo manipulation. Yeah. Exactly, a lot of slippage. So yeah, supply zone, for example. For example, to have a supply zone, obviously I need a few things. First of all, yes, something like that, Powers, something like that. But I think if ICT would listen to my explanation, I think he would be laughing out in tears or bursting out in laughter and tears. But I don't really care. This is the level I'm seeing all the time. If I'm looking for a supply zone, I'm looking for bullish candles that's sweeping some sort of a liquidity. So first, I need some kind of a liquidity to be swept. It can be a swing high, it can be a fair value gap. These are the 2 things, okay? Swing high, fair value gaps. One of those things. In this case, we have a swing high here. That's a sweep. Bullish candle is pushing higher. I don't care if it's a wick or if it's the complete body of the candle, but it's sweeping liquidity here. Then after that, the next candle, the first bearish candle, cannot trade. Actually, and none of the bearish candles that are happening after this cannot trade higher than the last bullish candle. So in this case, in this candle, so this bearish candle obviously did not trade higher. Also, it's even better if the bearish candles are strong bearish candles, like with displacement and the strong push to the downside. Also, next criteria, I need a market structure shift. Boom, right here. There's the market structure shift. And it's even better if the bearish move that comes after the zone, I mean, if there's a strong bearish movement happening after this area here. And look at what happened. Pushed higher, very strong bearish candles, and the whole movement throughout the Asia session actually started here. This was the ignition point, or I don't know how to call this. I guess I'm gonna name some new concept, and I'm gonna make some videos like ICT. So anyway, this was the initial ignition point that the market started to push down and down. So something happened here, and it's even better optically. It looks better. So I need the sweep, I need the bearish candles, cannot trade higher than the last bullish candle. I need a market structure shift. The start of the supply zone is the first bullish candle's body, not the wick, not this one here, the body of the candle. But the highest point in my perspective is the highest point of the order block or supply zone, which is the wick in this point, which is, what was the highest point? 665.75 on the micro. So from the body of the first bullish candle to the highest point of the last bullish candle. And that's the zone. That's the zone I'm looking for. And if we go to the 15-minute up here, look at the same thing. I'm not saying that this was the thing that initiated the whole downwards movement, but if you look at the optics of the whole situation, it's kind of the same. Bullish candle, sweeping liquidity from here. Let's just give a different color to it. So this bullish candle swept liquidity from this fair value gap and then started to push down strong. We had the market structure shift right there. And obviously you can see what happened after that move. Boom, strong movement down there. Very strong move. Actually, there was another here. See that? So this started to move very strong. It made a retracement up here, swept some orders, tried to go down, and then, you know, the market just gave it one more go, like boom, and then busted down everything. So if we go back here, we have that supply zone still up there. If you go to the 5-minute chart, we can anticipate that if we can see a pullback into the zone, we might be able to see a continuation to hit that supply area. Maybe not in the London session, maybe in New York, who knows? And that's it. That's the purest explanation I can give you of how I'm viewing these supply zones, basically. Think about something. Your own firm? Nice. Prop firm. Is that going to be a prop firm? Gold is about to tag the Asia high. Let's go. I don't know how good MyFundedFutures payouts are. They are very good. MyFundedFutures pays fast and nothing to be feared of. You're always getting paid. If once you're eligible for a payout, you don't have to be worried to be paid. Yeah, it keeps it super simple. It's very simple. ICT would be saying something nasty about it, like that's stupid, blah blah blah. I think ICT would be bursting out on me like, oh, that's stupid, he's an idiot, blah blah blah. I don't care. This is the way I see it, and that's it. Can you chart gold? Yeah, sure. So we went through the Asia high right now, and we are seeing the same things like supply and demand zones, like basically in every market. The problem right now, which we're having with gold, is, well, technically there is one more zone, but I'm not saying we're gonna go there. There is a supply zone on gold too. Look at this candle. Yesterday, just before the New York AM session, and I mean, you know, by the way, it's not a bad area. Bullish candle sweeping this structure. I mean, I know that's not a big sweep here, but it actually went higher than the swing point, swept liquidity, and then sent it lower. We have the multiple market structure shift, by the way. Market structure shift here, market structure shift here. And look at the movement that happened after. Look at what happened after this. Boom. It just went down. So something happened there as well. There was something in this movement, in this push higher, that actually it sent it lower. So this is on the 15-minute chart. Now, if we zoom in and we extend it, this is the body of the candle. Obviously, we can expand it to the right. That's your 15-minute supply zone. That's it. Now, if you want to jump in, which I might do, a one-to-one risk reward, it's not the best place, you know, but I think we're going for that 15-minute supply zone. There you go. 15-minute supply zone. There, on gold. It's very close. It has been mitigated once, so we can categorize these things. You see that? pushed lower, then price came back in the PM session, and we actually got this level. So we actually got back into this area. Now, what does this mean? This this is my understanding. This is not ICT. This is I don't know. This is just my own personal understanding. Okay, nothing special. Price came back to this area, and just around the midpoint of the supply zone, it just got repelled to down here, and now is trying to go back up again. You can view this like, if we zoom out and trying to see the big picture, price was pushed down. Eventually it got back, but it got pushed back down there. Now it seems like gold still wants to push it. This kind of makes me want to think that it wants to go through that supply zone. If it goes back to the supply zone, I think it's not going to stop at the midpoint. It's not going to stop there. I think it's going to go higher. 92.3 is previous day high. Why not? I'm not saying that this is going to happen. I'm just saying that this is a possible narrative that you can use. So with the proper risk to reward ratio, if you're targeting at least the midpoint, I mean, you can set a stop here and you can just wait for it what to happen. There you go. This is just a one-to-one trade. That's what I see on gold. On the downside, I see nothing. I already actually there's one thing. Okay, there is one thing here. There's a 1 minute demand zone down here, but right now it doesn't seem like it's going to this way. Yeah, it's down there. Okay, it's at 53. I don't know. Higher time frame rules usually higher time frames are stronger magnets. So we have a 1 minute down there, we have a 15 minute up there. It's not like a stone written rule, but who knows, we will see. That's what I see on gold. But for now, I think NQ is just going for that other 15 minute zone. Who knows? Good morning, Joseph. Hey, welcome. Oh yeah, something like that. How far does price usually like to go away from the weave up? That's a good thing. That's, I don't know. Depending on, I don't even know where's the weave up right now. No, that's not it. Where's the weave up? Oh, look at that. We're in the other band. It can go all the way, just pushing it higher. But I don't use the weave up. Marco, good morning. Martin Muchka, welcome. Does funded futures place you in a live account after? So yes, they do. Yes, TrendForce One, they are placing you to live account after, like, I think $5,000 withdrawal. They are putting you to live account. Interesting, because I made more than 5,000 withdrawal from the same account, and they didn't put me to a live account. I guess, I don't know, but they said they are doing it. Simplicity is key. Yes, I do think so. Yeah, you got to keep it simple. I'm not going to complicate my things with 10 other concepts on the chart. This is all I'm looking for. Basically, if there's a displacement in the direction of my zone, I just take it. And that's it. That's the simplest way to explain it. I put up my zones, my supply and demand zones. If I see a displacement in the price moving in the direction, if the time is good, let's just jump in. Why not? You know, that's it. Obviously, you need to understand the context, you know, the bird's eye view and everything. Boom, banana, hey, what's up? 713. I think it can go. Yeah. If I would jump into this trade, which I'm not gonna do because I just got out from this one, I would actually try to target those 715 or higher area. Early profit taking never is a bad idea. Further past. Justin. 1 hour. Oh, sorry, I'm way behind the chat. Your own prop firm. Nice. Do we want this? Apex and TPT are not. Funded Futures network is absolutely great. I have really no problems with them. They are absolutely good. Support is very helpful. They are good, very fast, responsive. The Discord is good. The community is good. I have nothing bad to say about them. I got multiple payouts from trading accounts. So that's for 50K. I'm not sure, just a trader. I'm not sure. I think per account. So if you have multiple funded accounts and one account goes to 5K, I don't know if 50K or bigger, but if one simulated funded account goes to above 5K in withdrawal, they might put you to a live account. I think it's a discretionary thing by their risk department, to be honest. As I told you guys, I made more than, it was like $5,500 in withdrawal. I never get the email that, hey, we are putting you to a live account. But someone told me way back on Discord that their risk department is making the decision. So I'm guessing if somebody is really constantly just, you know, pulling money out and reaching that $5,000 barrier quite fast, so they're measuring those risks, they might reach out for that trader. But I think they also told me that it's a decision made by the risk department. So it's not like a mandatory stone written thing that, okay, you passed 5K, you're going to a live account. They're going to make the decision if they reach out to you or not. I guess it depends on your trading style, your withdrawals, your overall history with them, yada, yada, you know, all those things. But I know that you can keep your other funded accounts. Once they push you to a live account with one and you still have simulated accounts, I think you can keep them. Twister, good morning. Norbert, good morning, Yoregat. What does your zone look like? There's a liquidity sweep, market. Yes, exactly. No secret. One thing, you know, if we are bearish, as I just showed it here, if we are looking for a supply zone, the first bearish candle, or any of the bearish candles for that matter, cannot trade higher than the last bullish candle, and vice versa. If we are bullish, then, you know, the first bullish candle cannot trade lower than the last bearish candle or any of the bullish candles. So that's it basically. The stronger the displacement, like here, like down close candles, not just overlapping wicks, but strong down close candles, and obviously you can see the movement, what happened after. So the optics, the better optics it has, the stronger or the more magnetic the zone will be. If it's just a slopey one, you know, it's not really strong, just, you know, wicking down there and finally it's just taking the stairs down. It's a little bit of slopey. It's not the best zone optically, but this one is good. Strong move to the downside here, and, you know, initiated the whole sequence going down there all the way to midnight. So it's kind of good. And that's why also I said this 15-minute here. Like, look at that. This is beautiful. I'm not saying like this is 100% guarantee, but bullish candle, you know, just one more liquidity sweep here, boom, and then, you know, taking the elevator, boom, just going down, and that's it. I like it. Strong displacement. If you have a down close candle as a market structure shift like here, it's better than a wick. Obviously a wick can also shift the structure, I know, or breaking the characteristics of the market, as ICT would say it, but the down close candle is even better. So that's the way it. Andrew, good morning. 4-hour candle range. 4-hour candle range. We want to mark the 4-hour candle range. Okay. 4-hour candle range. This current 4-hour or the previous one? I don't know. Yeah, just a second in Hungarian. I'm going to explain it super simple in Hungarian. Igen, tehát arra gondolok, hogyha ha bearish, tehát supply zone keresünk, akkor a bearish gyertya nem lehet magasabban semmikor sem, és egyetlen bearish gyertya se a struktúra törésig. A struktúratörés után már más, mert onnantól kezdve már elindul a külön kis sztori. De a struktúra törésig egyetlen bullish candle sem lehet a képletben, ennek mind bearishnek kell lennie, és nem szabad, hogy magasabban kereskedjen, mint a legutolsó bullish gyertya. Gyakorlatilag. És így jön ki ez a formáció. Nice to hear Hungarian. Yeah. Exactly. Absolutely welcome, Norbert. Absolutely. So again, I'm using this like targets. This is not an entry pattern. Okay, this is not an entry pattern. If price gravitating away from that area and suddenly price tries to go back, and obviously you have to line it up with the time and price of the market, obviously, then it's a good zone, it's a good area. That's why I like it. So again, I'm just using these levels for targets, possible price targets, nothing more. Many traders are using the supply zones or demand zones for areas to enter the market. For example, my mentor back in 2021 was using these zones to enter trades. The way he did it, and I can't show you exactly the proper example here, he was using a so-called 3-pin entry formation, which I don't know if I can actually get it here. There's no structure here. Okay, so he was using the first available structure to go short. So there's a structure here. There's a swing point. So this is where he actually entered on a limit order. He put his stop loss up there and he went for a 1-to-2 risk to reward ratio. The way he did it is he took partials at 1-to-1. And usually he moved his stop to break even after that. So there is a way to utilize these zones as entries, as you can see it. Just look for a structure, obviously on the lower time frame. It's easier to find a structure on the lower time frame and just short it at the break of the structure and see how far it goes. 1-to-2 risk to reward ratio is usually enough. This is what I've been taught in 2021. Like, this is how he did it. Obviously, you need to do a lot of backtesting about this. Like, is this really something that can work out? I think I will do some backtesting about this, by the way. So, just an idea. So you can also use it for entries. I'm using it for targets. I'm kind of reverse engineering the process. Hey, Andrew, you're getting better. I didn't lose your funded. All right. Yeah, ranges are good. Hey, Hotspot. Hey, there's you. I'm doing good. I'm doing good, thank you. The weather, it's a little bit cold. It's a little bit rainy, like 10 to 14 degrees Celsius. So it's a little bit cold now. Your English is much better and knowledge of markets is a lot more. Oh, wow, thank you. You know, the more time we spend here at the markets, the better we get. Thank you. Köszönöm szépen. Try using that in conjunction with the 5-minute MACD. 5-minute MACD starts. Yeah, it might be a good idea. Who knows? I use zone for entry, but have to be at the key level. Yes, that's also true. Nuge, that's also true. It has to be on a key level. Exactly. Okay, so look at that. I said, oh, this would be awesome to see gold flying up there. It's not flying up there. It's actually pulling back. I mean, it was expected. Like this would be like a bullish breaker. And as a bullish breaker, obviously, here's the okay. We're at OTE, optimal trade entry level, for a bullish breaker here between the 50 and the 61. So if anyone wants to take along, obviously I'm not saying to take it. No financial advice here. But this was the so-called OTE level. Now on the downside, well, as I said, we still have that 1-minute demand zone down there. If the market would completely break structure below 71 and I would see more displacement, I might even jump into a short on gold. But currently, this candle, or these candles on the 1-minute, is a strong downtrend. Not downtrend actually, but strong bearish candles. I don't like it. I don't like this candle for the longs. Kind of looks dangerous. You won a 50K account during Asia Open with Steven. Nice, Pipster. Congratulations. Hey, congratulations, Pipster, for the 50K account. No, I didn't trade platinum. Wave model. I heard about it, I think. It will put pressure on gold. Yeah. Okay. So this chart is setting up the pullback to 3,700. I don't know. Maybe. Gotta look at the bigger picture for a second here. Look at the 1 hour on gold. On the 1 hour, we're basically in a range. We're consolidating, which kind of gives me the idea that, yeah, who knows? And look at the 4 hour. Oh, yeah. And look at the daily on gold. Whew. The daily definitely can have some pullback, that's for sure. Especially down to, oh yeah, look at that. The daily actually has a zone. I know it's not I mean, it's not a huge distance here because it just got this demand zone on the daily actually just got created, so I'm not sure. But there's definitely a chance that it could go lower, and there's some unbalanced price range, I guess, in between the daily, the Monday and the Friday price here. So there are some levels down there. Who knows? Gold can just decide to go lower. We swept the Asia high. We are inverting this gap, and this one has already been inverted. That's why I said if we see a clean structure shift below 70-ish, 70.9, but the swing low, and it has to be a strong shift to the downside, I might jump in to a short. I'm going to target the 1 minute zone, which is right there. Opening of this candle is, let me just see, was there a liquidity sweep? Yeah, there was, so it's valid. Open is 52.9. Okay, 1 minute demand zone. 1 minute demand zone. We'll see. Gold broke out. Yeah, I saw that. Could be. Yeah, hot shot. Yeah. Yeah, could be. Due to yesterday's news, dollar is strong. Strong indicator, high time frames that gold should go down. Yeah, that's also a thing. Yeah, I'm not really paying too much attention to the news. I mean, yes, I do, but I understand what you're saying. Yeah, so it can. I would not buy or sell yet, but I would rather sell than buy at the moment. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. The 10-year. Yeah. Exactly. Perfectly said. Where the money flows, the chart goes. This zone now, because it has been it taken the top as well. This zone is destroyed. It has no meaning anymore. Absolutely nothing. It made its purpose. It fulfilled its purpose. So this supply zone is gone. It's like nothing is there on NQ. And yeah, we are pulling back to a 15-minute fair value gap. You know what? We'll see. If we can invert this fair value gap higher and we'll still have enough distance, like look at that, 60 points, that's more than enough. So I can wait. If we can invert this with up close candles above 666 or higher, you know, that could be a good indication to jump in and go for the other 15-minute supply zone. We'll see how the London Open will go. The zone went to the toilet. Yeah. Yeah. I call it double top. Yeah. Or double bottom. Yeah, that's the beauty of it. We can view the market so many different ways. Actually, I'm just looking for the same patterns all over the place. And if I see it, I just try to look for a possible entry, a safe entry. But anyway, what's happening on gold? Gold is still up there. It actually inverted this gap, so we have an inversion here already. Hey Ollie, what's up? Good to see you. Good morning, funded day trader. All is great. All is great. All is awesome. So currently, oh yeah, I'm on gold. Let me just switch back to NQ. I think we're just waiting for the London Open. We had a very nice trade. I entered a little bit earlier than the stream started. When I saw this pullback and the sweep, I was like, man, we could be going higher. So that I had a long trade already today into this 5-minute zone. I'm just trying to figure out if this one wants to continue higher. On the downside though, the funny thing is this candle at midnight on the 5-minute is actually like a demand zone right here. The midnight candle on the 5-minute. Technically it shifted structure here. It's not a beautiful A++ zone, but if you look at it, we had a bullish market structure shift here, and we had the liquidity sweep here, right? So it started to push higher. It was a little bit of an ugly move because then it went down again, and then finally it didn't take it out, so the level is still down there. And then I would say the zone actually did the job still, because as I said, it did not take out the low of this candle, so there is liquidity. 575. So this bearish candle actually did the job and pushed it higher. So this here is a demand zone until it's not completely destroyed. This is going to be a demand zone. But what is below that? Hard to say. But you know, if we go down, and I don't know what's the distance, for example, from here. Yeah, so if we go down and if we invert this gap and maybe this one, who knows, it might just so. And this is when you got to read the market properly. You know, this is the two-sided plan. Now we have a plan to go long, we have a plan to go short, but when to engage, this is when I need more confirmations. I need displacement, I need inversions, I need some sort of a structure shift with up or down close candles. Yeah, and proper risk to reward ratio. Good morning, Kwong. Hey, thank you so much. Amen to that, funded day trader. Thank you. Let's go watch FX. Congratulations for your journey on trading. That is amazing. All right. See you later, Jack, and thank you for dropping in. Oh, never copy trade my trades. These are absolutely not something to copy. We started 20 years ago with 5K personal, no props. Then I've turned that 5K into 4. Jesus. Oh my gosh, Hotshot FX. That is amazing. That is amazing. That is a real journey. Zacramancer, hey, what's up? Could be Justin. 1 hour resistance break. Maybe, but I think we have resistance here. I'm not trading support and resistance, but I would say we have some resistance in that area up there. So I'd like to see up close candle. If I traded support and resistance a very long time ago. Kind of still remember how to draw these levels, but yeah, I need some more push to the upside. I would be looking for resistance break, but who knows? Yo, what did you do, YM? You were in the trade? I thought you closed it out at Asia High. $300 loss. Cost me. Oh no! I thought you closed it at Asia High. Hey K-Bell, good morning. Happy Friday to you too. Yeah, lots of screen time, definitely. Listen, don't be hard on yourself, but you should have taken some profits, man, up there. I'm sorry about this. You were having those diamond hands. 20 micros, I know, but man. Yeah, Luke, absolutely. Absolutely. We're going to be projecting the vibes. Nice. If you have an exit strategy from the chop, then that's good. Okay, my goal was $100 a day, then 200. That is amazing. When I started trading, my goal was $100 a month. An extra $100 a month. But obviously I get carried away. Hey Reza, good morning. I'm doing great, thank you. Good to see you, Reza. Hey, Remy Gius, hey, hello from Poland, welcome. Polish people and Hungarian people are good old friends, you know, as the old saying goes. And forget about the current political situation because, you know, just F all the politicians. It's not about that. You know, Polish people, Hungarian people, old buddies. I love Poland. My system usually not good in chop. Well, if you know that you're not good in chop, it makes it easier, right? You just have to build those rules that how to avoid it and when to trade, and it's good. Oh, we have the market. London Open is just about to go. Yeah, maybe, Peter. That could be a possibility. Let me go back to NQ, sorry. So here's NQ. Seems like gold is going lower a little bit. So we have the London Open right now. Yeah, exactly. No, I'm sorry about that, YM. I know. Thank you, K-Bell. Maybe I wanted to do some. I wanted to do some, just a little bit of a light roasting at the opening of the show, just out of joke, obviously. But it's just so hard to find that line where I don't step over the line. You know, I just want to joke around. I got a lot of messages like, dude, what was the, I mean, positive message like, this was a cool open, like we want some intros. Even the inside chat, the mods and the others told me like, dude, this is us. It's like, okay, cool. What's the salaries? Average salary in the capital, in Budapest, it's better. On the countryside and smaller towns, it's like $900 per month. Maybe $1,000. If you can bring home $1,000 on the countryside in smaller towns, if you can bring home $1,000, you consider to have a good salary. We are the poorest country in the European Union, Andrew, and it's official stats, so it's not just a saying. officially, by the latest statistics, Hungary is the poorest country in the European Union. Exactly. 1K a day. Wow. That's a good plan. Good morning, Dave. Let's go. Awesome. Dave, that is awesome. That is so great that you're doing it. I'm so happy about it. I really, that is awesome. One micro trade. That is great, man. That actually feels good. And don't worry about it. I mean, focus on the entries. Focus on your edge, on the trading model that you're doing, and just practice that. And it's good to have that little bit skin in the game, you know, because you feel that money is involved. That's super great, Dave. I'm happy for you. There you go. Minimal salary is $1,000. Yeah, in Poland at least. Yeah. We had a Polski too, by the way. My family had Polski. Yeah, the small car. Just $5 profit. Nice. Let's go. I'm way behind the chat. I'm sorry. I'm gonna catch up. Back to Italy. Nice. Oh, you're Ukrainian. Nice. Living up the name. Yeah, disciplined trader. That actually helped a lot. Yeah. Very good. I know. I read it. I know the disciplined trader. I have the book. That's actually a very good book. Yeah, that's the problem, Hotshot FX. Everything is still expensive, but people are not making money. That's the problem. That's why there's so many poor people in Hungary. That's why everybody hates the government here. Everybody. I mean, literally, you go out on the street, like everybody hates the government. Everybody. So next year, there's going to be elections. I don't know. It might going to be a civil war or something if there's not going to be a change. Everybody hates the government. A good life for 1,000 mud, but yeah, that's not bad actually. YM, come on. You gotta be, you know, small steps. Let's go, Dave. Awesome. $1,100. Congratulations. Pipster is Ukrainian too. Welcome, guys. Good to see you. It's good to have you here. And you have all my empathy and everything. I hope this crazy war is going to end as soon as possible. This is just so sad. I mean, I really want this to end. And don't get it mistaken, we are not the same as our government. Our prime minister is an asshole. And whatever he says, because he always saying something bad and stuff about the war and Ukrainian people, and that's not what Hungarian people are. So don't get it mistaken. The Disciplined Trader, Mark Douglas, the Disciplined Trader, or Trading in the Zone. Both are good books. Fresh Delgado, hey, where have you been? Yeah, where have you been, man? I missed you. Yeah, exactly. We have the same restaurant prices that in Sweden, but people are making a fraction of a salary. Yes. Yeah, they are a bunch of idiots. I'm sorry. I don't want to hide it anymore. I tried to hide it in the past years or so. I just can't hide it anymore. So yeah, they are absolutely thieves and criminals. The Fidesz party is absolutely full of thieves and criminals. That's it. There's nothing more to say about that. It's a criminal organization, to be honest. The Fidesz party is actually an organized criminal organization. Organized organization, yeah. So, come on, man. 4,300. Oh. Yeah, it helps a lot. Exactly. Hotspot. Hotshot FX, exactly. Frank Barish, hey. Oh my god, you haven't subscribed? Please do so, Frank. Come on. YM, you need to breathe. You need to step back, you know, relax a little bit. And, you know, restart. That's the way. Thank you so much, Frank. Good to have you here. Read the books, exactly. Yeah, nothing wrong with taking losses. And, you know, you can restart. Oh, look at that. Okay, sorry, back to NQ. As I was saying, if we have an up-close candle, we might have a chance. I love my country, to be honest. I love to be here. I really think that it's a great spot to live in, Hungary. And I'm feeling so blessed that I'm able to do what I do here on YouTube as well, and be able to day trade and take payouts from prop firms, from trading, that I feel like I can make a living here in Hungary. So, and it would be too hot for me, maybe. I mean, I definitely want to go to Dubai, and I want to look around, maybe stay there for a little bit. But to live there, I don't know. I'm not sure. But that's not, I'm not saying it's a bad place. I'm just, you know, I like being here. Hey, Kelly. Hey, good to see you. Good morning. Yeah, maybe Fresh Delgado. I don't know. Do you see when will the 70 mark? Yeah. So we have a down close candle on gold. How far can it go? There's also a zone here, by the way. There's a zone here. Okay, this would be Asia low. Is this one to go? Okay, so there's an Asia low here, I think, on gold. Risk to reward ratio still positive. With 2 micros, you can try. Let's see. 64. Enter the short. 64.5 on gold. Only on an evaluation account. Only on an eval. To be clear, this is not on a funded account. Only on an evaluation account. I'm actually curious if this one wants to 64.5. Okay, so this is only on an eval on gold, not funded. Just curious if it wants to go lower or not. I'm going to show you the trade in a second. But I'm still thinking that maybe... where is it? Here it is. So this is only on Eval, so don't get it mistaken. And it doesn't look good. I just thought that, you know, we swept liquidity here on this swing and this one too. And this here as well. So I don't understand why it's going up there. Except if this was just a sweep. And then it wants to get back into the 15-minute zone, which is cool. At least it's going to tell me that the higher time frame zones are still much stronger than lower time frame. But at least I thought that we can go for the Asia low. You know, this whole move here actually showed me that this might want to reach down for that Asia low. And yet it keeps going back. That's why gold is tricky. Gold is absolutely tricky, man. It's a tricky one. Because we swept Asia high. We swept Asia high. Had some market structure shifts. After London Open, yeah, we pushed lower with the displacement. We had a fair value gap, multiple pullbacks. Everything actually tells me that this wanted to reach down for Asia low. Kind of sucks that it's not continuing. Obviously, some consolidation is okay, but love to see the continuation. At least to have my answer. And about NQ, well, who knows? Absolutely, Pipster. Absolutely. That's why I said do not mistake Hungarian people with that government that we have right now. Those are criminals. Yeah, TGIF. That's what we have today. Zero taxes, maybe. Good morning, Stefan. Hey, welcome. Oh, yeah, get some sleep. Hotshot FX. Sorry, I haven't read the chat. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for all. Thank you, Hotshot FX, for joining us. Yeah, I'll be one of the richest person in Hungary. Yeah, that's the question, Luke. Exactly. You're long from 652. Let's go. Don't worry about it, YM. As I said, just gotta step back a little bit. Road trip to Croatia and stop in Hungary. Let's go. Yes, yes, very expensive. That's the problem. Yeah, the earnings are way down and everything is super expensive. That's the big problem. That's the big problem. Gold hit the daily BC. Oh, I haven't checked that. Oh my gosh, I should have. I'm in this one, yeah. I was expecting a nice drop from gold, but it's not happening, unfortunately. Position is in drawdown. Yeah, you gotta simplify it, YM. Gotta simplify it. It will be better. If you can simplify it in a mechanical way, it's definitely gonna help you to keep out the emotions. Hey, that is awesome. Thank you, Kwang, for saying that. And Yeah, and Hungarian girls are Hungarian girls, ladies are absolutely beautiful, and you know, I had a sell after Asia high. Let's go. Yeah, I wonder. I don't know. NQ is also nasty. NQ is also nasty. Unfortunately, my gold trade is also getting nastier. Hopefully, yes, Kwang. Don't worry about it, YM. As you said, if you can find the mechanical edge, I think that would be the best for you, you know, to absolutely close out the emotions. A mechanical edge, and a pure mechanical edge. That would help. Hey Maria, good morning. Good morning. Well, it seems like NQ now wants to move a little bit lower. We still have time until the pre-market open, like 41 minutes or so, 42, 41, 42. On the 5-minute, looks like it's accumulating positions, maybe sweeping some orders here. If this one inverts this gap to the downside, maybe it wants to destroy this 1-minute zone down there. Who knows? Yeah, I gotta journal it. Yeah. Yeah, that's why you need to. Yeah, I get it that you're looking to get the payouts in 3 years, but you know what, YM? That's why a mechanical system would be good for you, and journaling also helps a lot. Oh, Business Lens, no giveaway yet, but today PM session we'll do something special. There's going to be a PM session, I hope. I'm sorry, yesterday I was all over the place. And there's going to be another giveaway, which I'm going to be sharing a link in a form. I mean, there's going to be a form on a link, and you guys can subscribe. There's going to be multiple accounts. So if you're not here on the stream, you can still win. You just have to fill out the form. I'm going to share it today or the weekend, because there's going to be a video upload. Rejected from point of control, yeah. I'm telling you, if we can close below that gap, that would mean that maybe we go down. What's the distance? 40 points, that's good. I like it. I kind of like it. All the way back to midnight. Yeah, exactly. So YM, it took me more than 2 years to get my first payout from prop firm. More than 2 years. Also, as you said, you were in with 20 micros. That kind of tells me you might, maybe you were a little bit oversizing. Obviously, I'm not here to judge. I'm just making, like, saying like maybe 20 micros could be a little bit too much on gold. But obviously, it's just my opinion. $20 micro could be a little bit too much on gold. Yeah. Exactly. Don't give up. Learn and size down. And try not to push that button if you're on. I know it's super easy to get on tilt and just push that button, but you need to size down. I'm sorry to say it like this, but 5 micros on gold on 50k. That's good. It's still a lot. Do you deal in gold and NASDAQ? Yes. Gold and NASDAQ. 80 or 90%, like I would say 80% nowadays NASDAQ and 10 to 20% gold. And this year I had about 5 trades on ES. So that's kind of gives away how many times I trade ES. As I said, this year I took like 5 trades on ES. Exactly, Dave. Exactly. I tried Russell, but it was too choppy for me. I'm not saying it's bad, but I never traded YM, but I tried the Russell. Not for too long, so I just stayed on NQ mainly, and as I said, trying to pick up gold a little bit, but that's all. Yeah, I've been told that natural gas also like quite volatile if there's some news. Yeah, gold is moving crazy nowadays. Yeah, best to avoid it at these times. Okay, this fair value gap so far was holding. Gold is still up there. Interesting, you know, if we read the narrative, we swept liquidity up here. Just an interesting scenario. There was a 5-minute fair value gap here. Look at this. 5-minute fair value gap on gold. We had these swing highs as well. And look at that. Look at this. Just to give us a bit of a better picture. This bullish candle actually swept the 5-minute gap. It swept the Asia high and it swept this other high here. So it definitely took liquidity. So it turned down. Now the question is, if it picked up the orders, how far does it want to deliver? Is it want to finish up below the Asia low? I hope so. Or is it want to go further down to the 1-minute demand zone? Because gold is in a range, right? So we just checked it on the 1 hour. Look at that. If we are trading internal range, and this is what's happening right now, we are basically trading in an internal range. Logic would dictate, but obviously don't look for logic in gold, but logic would dictate that if we picked up this internal liquidity, we should be delivering it below the Asia low. Even if it turns back up there after that, logic would say that we should be delivering that liquidity below 64. And that is why partially that is why I'm still in that trade, because of internal liquidity. But anyway, just my 2 cents on the dollar. And this is on an evaluation account. So if somebody wasn't aware, this trade right now is on an evaluation account just to see if the analysis is going to be correct or not. That's it. Trading Star, hey, what's up? Oh my gosh, I owe you a huge apology. I haven't checked the videos yet. I haven't replied to your messages. You wouldn't believe how many things were going on in my personal life lately. Everything. I just couldn't focus. I couldn't deal with my daily tasks. So, but business is going, so we're continuing forward. Don't worry about it. Exactly, Pinion Mendez. I agree. Fielkos, good morning. Khan, hey. Hey, I wish you the same too. Yeah, we had the long position super early. I actually entered before the stream started. My target was the 5-minute supply zone, and I entered now on an evaluation account to a gold short, which is going to be hitting the stop real soon. Actually, I can show you, but this is only on an evaluation account. I thought that we're going to fall down to the Asia low, which is not happening right now. It seems like it. But look at this. NQ is actually looks like it might want to go for. Okay. Okay, everybody. It's happening. It's happening. Good risk reward ratio. I might jump in. I might jump into this one. I'm going to be super aggressive. Okay, I jumped in. This is a very aggressive trade. I should have waited for the close, but it's not a problem. Only on an evaluation account, guys. Only on an evaluation account. This is not on a funded account. I know I'm actually entering right at the top, but it's on the same evaluation account that on the gold is on. So because I'm going to lose the gold, it definitely seemed like I'm going to lose the gold. Why not try something on NQ? So entered here. Okay, and let's go for 725. I might even gonna add to this 724. Okay, so it's official. I'm in the trade. If it pulls back, I might even add to it. Unfortunately, the gold position is gonna go to the dumpster. It looks like, yeah, it's terrible. Here's the trade that I just entered. Absolutely at the top. Perfect entry to go long. But this is the same account and this is evaluation. All right. So this is just evaluation account. Gold trade is going away. So why not try to recover with this NQ position? Only 2 micros. Not a big deal. If it pulls back a little bit to like the 50s, I might add 1 more micro. But if we have a strong displacement and we're getting closer to like the 714, I might gonna add to it to be a little bit heavy and scalp it at the end. That's gonna be a super aggressive approach. Are you short? K-Bell, be careful because it's not looking good. Tell us everything that is going on in your personal life, Tom. Keep it private. I'm not sure I can do that. I'm not sure. It would be a long story, and it you know, it would be a long story and complicated story. Dollar must be moving, yeah. Spy you with details. Thank you. Oh man, YM. I really hope size down, it will be better. Yeah, it's almost like a swing trade. Oh, look at that. Now, I mean, I don't understand. It just goes against me. Almost out of the gold trade and in a drawdown on NQ. Gold is almost out. You bought from the futures. Hey, thank you, Maria. Thank you so much. Very difficult because I was another code. Oh, no problem. Maria, I'm so grateful for even considering, and thank you for the support, Maria. Yeah, I know that on the checkout page, it has the other code, so you can do it by clearing the cookies or open up an incognito window, log in, and there's going to be no code there because it's saving the previous code. But thank you so much, Maria. Thank you. Thank you. You can clear the cookies there or log in on an incognito mode. Yeah. Exactly. Sorry, I was right. Yeah, incognito. But thank you, Maria. I really appreciate it. And don't forget, everybody, because until next Tuesday, there's a buy one, get one for free promo at Funded Futures Network. It's a really good deal. I would strongly advise to get it. $37.50 with no activation fee for a 50K account. $37.50. Obviously, you got to pay $75 for an account, but you're going to get 2 accounts. That's the good thing. Yeah, tunnels, yeah, most likely. We might need summer holidays for Tom Story. Oh yeah, you do. You definitely. And by the way, just a quick recap of how we are doing with some accounts. So my Apex accounts are like this. These are the Apex account here. It's at $711. This one has $668. So these are building up very slow. $514, $511 on this one, $836 on this one. So currently I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Apex accounts. I have 3 master accounts at Bulenox, and I'm also building up some new ones here. So this one has $3,191 on this funded account. The other Bulenox account has $2,700. This one has $2,846. So these are the master accounts. I'm still trying to build up some accounts. These are evaluation accounts. I have a funded account at Funded Futures Network. I'm still at only $1,000. I need to reach the $2,000 safety net. Okay, so I need to reach that $2,000. This is a evaluation account still at Funded Futures Network. I have 2 funded accounts at MyFundedFutures. This is the one that I'm torturing right now. Unfortunately, I'm in a drawdown. Today, I'm already down, I don't know how much, but I'm torturing this account. This core account is only up $528. I was focusing on the Bulenox accounts, to be honest. This is only up $434. I have this pro account here at Take Profit Trader. As you can see, it's sitting right there doing nothing. And I have some evals that I'm building. So I have a few funded accounts, but I was focusing on the Bully account. Oh yeah, and I have TRADEIFY accounts at, but that's on TradeAway. I can't log in here because I'm copy trading that with the software. Almost funded there as well, but yeah, it takes time. So currently, this is the way I'm doing. Yeah, it does. Let me check the gold trade. I'm still in the gold trade. I don't know how I'm still in the gold trade. What's this discount on TPT? It's 40%, Michael. 40% and no activation fee. So... yeah, I want to see this go higher. This was such a beautiful displacement, and it's also not a perfect one, but almost like a nice bullish breaker setup here. Currently, doesn't look good right now. To organize all that, I run like 20-30 accounts. And it gets a bit, well, I'm just copy trading with Quant Tower, and I'm trying to focus on 3 or 4 accounts at a time, and that's what I do. I'm using Quant Tower basically, so I'm copying everything in Quant Tower what I can. The trade day accounts, no, I have trade day accounts. I'm just not connected to trade day currently. I have trade day accounts, but not funded yet. I'm working on 2 trade day accounts, Thanos. But this morning I'm not connected. This trade day. I'm still working on the evaluations there. Trade day is cool, by the way. Trade day is awesome. They also have the daily payouts. That's what I want to get, those daily payouts too. Past another 150 KTPT. Let's go. What the heck is NQ doing right now? I just don't understand. Look at my perfect entry. How perfect it is. Boom. The market just... And NQ says, yeah, you got the bait. Oh, man. This is just... Hey, thank you, K-Bell. Thank you so much. On Funded Next, I don't have the code yet. On Funded Next, I actually emailed them because I'm not trading Funded Next actively. FundingTicks, I have the code. On Funded Next, my code right now is Pip Ninja. By the way, if you want to get some Funded Next accounts, if you ask me why Pip Ninja, it's a very long and simple, I mean, a simple story. I was an affiliate for Funded Next when I was trading at CFD prop firms, but years ago. So at that time I was using the code Pip Ninja. So I registered with the Pip Ninja affiliate code, and now somehow they're just not able to change it. I emailed them multiple times, but if you want to go with Funded Next, you can use the code Pip Ninja. Hopefully, they will change it soon. But yeah, TRADEIFY, everywhere it's TOMSABO, but Funded Next is just didn't change it yet. Junior, hey, hello. Yeah, Leo, I saw that. I'm really not watching that much of DEX, but I know that it moves better many times. I know that. All right, announce it. Let's see the announcement. See you later, Maria. Thanks so much for being here. Ah, the doctor. All right. Yeah, the affiliate commission comes to me. Yeah. No, it's the code is this Pip Ninja at Funded Next. Code is Pip Ninja. This is my Funded Next affiliate code. It comes to me, the commission, and thank you so much for the support. So it definitely But the TOMSABO code, if somebody grabbed it, that's bad because somebody is piggybacking on my affiliate code. It's not coming to me at Funded Next. I currently have the Pip Ninja code. I mean, for years now. That's why I tried to negotiate with them. Took a cheesecake. Refrigerator. Oh, yeah. I love cheesecake too. Cheesecake is great. Actually, let me check it. Let me check the no. I don't know where to set it up, but I'm gonna email them. I'm gonna email them. Been the same in New York lately. Okay, my gold trade is out. The gold hit the stop. So it is what it is. Look at this. Gold is playing dirty games this morning. I thought that it wants to deliver the liquidity to Asia low, but instead it's just going up there again. It might want to go back to that supply zone. I don't know, man. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Long on gold. I love cheesecake too, by the way. Oh, that sounds delicious. So here's the NQ trade to save up for that gold loss earlier. So this gold is out. But again, this is only on an evaluation account. Dun, dun. Let's wait for this NQ trade. Maybe something good will come out of this. Oh, sorry, Curry Fishbowl, I didn't see you there. See you next time. Thanks for dropping in. I'm still babysitting this position. I'm sorry, I was just carried away by some stuff. Thank you for being here. Oh, nice. Nice. Short as a swing trade. Yeah. Only if you can hold that trade. On gold, yeah. Well, then you're able to hold it. We'll see if the internal liquidity will sweep. Eval's next Tuesday. Let's go, Filkos. You're coming to Budapest for Christmas market. Nice. Yeah, it's really good. It's actually really good. Yeah, you should look around. Obviously, one thing about I mean, it's really beautiful. There's a beautiful street there. It's called Váci Street. Obviously, you gotta walk through it. It's a long street filled with shops and restaurants and everything. And obviously, it's beautiful. You gotta go there and look around. Basically, it's the main street there, so you can't miss it. What do you think about sell position on NQ now? I think it can happen. I thought that this is just going to go higher. That's why I took a trade on an eval sell position. It didn't sweep this high. So right now we are just consolidating. If you want to go for a sell, I might wait until we break that 628, which might going to happen because it definitely feels like it's going to happen. I would wait for that. I would wait for that. And obviously we have 10 minutes until the pre-market opens. So if you're still not entered into the trade, maybe it would be better to wait for the 4 a.m. pre-market open. Top 5 food. Oh my gosh. The thing is, with the top 5 food is that obviously everybody says, oh, you got to try the goulash, you know, and which is awesome. Obviously eat a nice goulash soup, right? That's, you got to try out. But the thing is that those restaurants at that street at Budapest, they are good. They are great. I think every restaurant makes these Hungarian foods a little bit differently. And I'm not, how should I put this? I'm not trying to say anything bad about them, but there's a kind of feeling that the way they put it in for the tourists, you know. But also there are places which I know, which are not at the center, when you can eat the really traditional Hungarian foods with the classic, you know, taste and you know, the classic recipes. But those are not at those fancy places at the center. So there is a difference in taste. So I cannot vouch for which is the best restaurant, but I know you asked about the food. So you definitely, obviously, you gotta try the goulash soup. Obviously there are good restaurants there. So the goulash soup, obviously. Yeah, exactly, Kwang. Let me just, I try to translate this because I just don't know how to put this. Yeah, so stuffed cabbage also, okay? So authentic loco, yeah. Exactly, so stuffed cabbage also, Hungarian stuffed cabbage. That's also fancy. Goulash. You gotta try langos, but langos is like a street food thing, and it's obviously not like a usual. You don't eat langos for dinner, right? You eat langos at the morning, before you go to work, or you know, maybe eat a langos for lunch if you're in a hurry. That's like a street food. Jelito, yeah. Also, there are some good ones. I'm just trying to pronunciate. There's also a thing which is what's the best word for it? Yeah, lecho. Lecho, you know, you gotta eat lecho as well. It's like the ratatouille, you know, you gotta eat that too. And obviously chicken paprikash, you know, these are all good foods. Yeah, lecho, goulash, lecho, you gotta eat lecho. And paprikash, you know, made of chicken. Yeah. That's also mandatory. Oh, and one more thing. Obviously, one more thing, which is the fish soup. You know, fish soup. Classic Hungarian fish soup. You got to eat that. That's also amazing. What you will notice, which is in common in these foods, is that every one of these foods are having tons of paprika. Lots of paprika. Because that's what Hungarians are doing. We're just putting paprika to everything. Boom, you know. Just put it there. So that's going to be definitely in there. Exactly. So that's the common thing. Yeah, there is sweet paprika, and there is obviously the spicier one, of course. So yeah. Yeah, so there are two kinds of paprika. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm so my mother was actually making this for many years. So this is what I'm actually referring to. Right? So this is the paprika, what I'm actually referring to. This stuff is basically in every Hungarian food. Everywhere. Everywhere. This is what I'm referring to. It's not, there's two kinds of this. There's sweet one, and obviously there is spicy one. Obviously, if you don't like the spicier one, you can ask that you don't want spicy, and they're gonna put, it's not literally sweet, so don't worry about it. It's not gonna be sweet like sweet, but that's how we call it. But this is what you have in every single food. Everything: goulash, stuffed cabbage, fish soup, chicken paprikash, lecho, everything has this ingredient. Everything. Exactly, K-Bell, exactly. That's what we're doing. In Hungary, that's like absolutely exactly. And this is the way it looks like. Usually, if you can bring home some of it, obviously this is what you're looking for. I don't know. I think you can bring home this is what you're looking for in like these kind of packages. And yeah, traditional stuff. Pre-market open is about to happen. Garlic too, yes, Ludafish. Yeah, lots of garlic. Ludafish, good to see you, by the way. Yeah. Maybe KFL, maybe. It's ground up, yeah. Yeah, so let me show you how it looks like. This is what it looks like. Okay. So this is what it looks like. Right? So from this, you get this, right? That's it. "30 seconds pre-market open." Yeah, dried and ground. Yes, dried and ground. Sorry, yeah. But not all of them are, you know, spicy or chill. Not chill. How to put this? So not strong. There are sweet ones. We call it sweet. Okay, so here's the trade. Pre-market open happened just now. It feels like this NQ trade is going to the dumpster. Again, this is on evals. Eval only, one eval for the stream hashtag. Yeah, so about the bias, I thought that we're going to go to the supply zone. Otherwise, nothing. It seems like gold just went neutral because we're in the range. And I think about the same is going to happen with NQ. Just going to take this low, this level here. And we'll see what is going to happen here. We'll see. Hey AD, what's up? All is good. I had a beautiful trade on funded this morning up there, and now I just took a trade on NQ on an eval. It seems like it's not going anywhere. All is good. Great day so far. What's that 5-minute candle down there? Order block? Yeah, this would be a demand zone. Or order block, yes. We can call it order block. Yeah, this is an order block, basically. So yeah. Yes, that's an order block. Or demand zone. Actually, I'm going to put this here. So here we are. Started your break? Nice. Yeah, so far nothing. Feels like NQ is just playing dirty this morning. And no real target here. I feel like I just want to close down this position. It's no good. Not good for anything here. Anyway, I'm gonna wait. I'm still in, but I don't know why or how. Do you have relative equal highs at 671? I thought that this was enough to sweep the liquidity. We might go down to the demand zone. I don't know. Yeah. This is basically, it's unplugged. It's hard to read, Kelly. Yeah. Pivot 616. Yeah. I don't know what it wants to do. Both longs and shorts easier. That's awesome, Ludofisk. Yeah, that's actually that's good thinking. Yeah, I was hoping that the pre-market will show us something. If the macro is until like 10, yeah, then more still 6 minutes more. We'll see if we have a push here or some other movement, whatever. Yeah. Well, for the 6 p.m. candle reset, yes. In smart money terms, yeah, the midnight level would be the daily open price. But again, I get it. Yeah, for the 6 p.m. candle reset, yeah, we're back to it. Chop me up. Actually, I haven't checked my super magical indicators from the future, what they are saying. You know, what are the super magical indicators? This is the 5-minute chart. Yeah, you can always see it. You see right here, 5-minute time frame, it says. Okay, let's see. Yeah, on NQ, the indicators are still kind of bullish. It shows still a bullish momentum here. It's kind of neutral right now, so anything can happen, but it still shows kind of a bullish momentum. We'll see. Hey, no problem, AD. This is why I use this here for the viewers. This here is only for you guys, if you're wondering, because I know I could use the watermark in the background, but I don't like that. It kind of distracts me, the watermark. But there's this super great indicator that always shows if I'm switching time frame, it's going to show you 15-minute right now, going back to the 5. Look at the wick on the daily from yesterday. I think we could launch a new high. Let me check it. Daily wick. No, I'm not going to call you crazy about this. This is actually interesting. I mean, we swept this flat candle and took some orders, obviously, below that. And we also went down a little bit into this wick on yesterday's candle. Why not? You know, we had this correction on the daily here, right? So we had a healthy correction. Why not just have a nice Friday and, you know, just go up? Boom. Yeah, absolutely. It can happen. Yeah. A push higher. Yeah, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. But so far, it seems like it's unplugged. Look at gold. Look at gold. Wow. It really wants to go. I think if it goes higher, it might just want to go to the supply zone up there. Should I go crazy and take a long on the same eval? Yeah. 87. 87. Yeah. I don't know. Kind of looks like that it wants to go up there. Midpoint would be 89. Huh. Okay. Anyway, NQ is still in the range. Let's see what happens when the macro stops. Should be stopping in about 39 seconds. Yeah, it could. Have you ever seen a streamer who doesn't use a stop and just adds contracts until price finally reaches his profit target? Yeah, I see streamer like that. Yeah, Ludafish. I know at least one streamer who does it like that. He just keep adding to the position until it's gonna hit the TP or bust. That's how he does it. But I do not really understand what I'm learning from BW. On the US 100 trading, why is that? I don't understand the question. Exactly. I mean, yeah, you're trading US 100s on a CFD. Yeah, I'm talking in ICT terms and smart money terms and supply demand zone. Maybe there's some basics that you might be missing. I'm not sure. I mean, Patrick Wheeland is trading the bull flag, bear flag thing. But whatever we trade, basically, whatever is the entry model that we use, you still got to understand the basics like market structure, higher time frame analysis, the concepts, you know, all institutional order flow. And all that such. ES is bearish. I don't see expansion coming, but if we close above 671 with an up close candle, not just a wick, then yes, I would say then I would see an expansion coming higher. The way that, you know, it's just accumulating right now, it kind of gives me that feeling that this accumulation right now, even if it's going to sweep some orders again, am I just gonna push it higher? This is the kind of feeling that I have. So exactly, the market structure is very important. Yeah, not necessarily. I mean, shorts can also play out in this one. Now look at that. We are in the middle of this consolidation. Anything can. This is a coin flip right here. So gold is doing it, blowing accounts left and right. Yeah, gotta be careful on gold. Look at this. Now it's just coming back down. I thought that it wants to go for that 15-minute zone, but come to think about it, we're still in the same range. So who knows what it wants to do. I don't know if it wants to go for that Asia low or not. Still hovering around the midnight area. Yeah, my NQ trade looks very bad right now. Right now it's a casino. That's why you gotta be selective with these trades. It's like... Sometimes it feels like it wants to go. I mean gold. Sometimes quite the opposite, but NQ is definitely stuck. Wow. 36 contracts. Yeah, if you're on the right side, yeah. Definitely. Hey, Ollie, thank you. Thanks for dropping in. Have a great weekend. See you on Monday. See you on Monday, Ollie. Do you know which platform? Well, they have Rhythmic data feed and they have TradeAway as well, or Ninja. Sorry, Ninja Trader. I mean, with Rhythmic you can use Quanthour, ETS, Ninja Trader. They have the usual. I think they have TradeAway too. So basically, you can choose in different platforms. He was talking about adding more risk. Oh, I don't know. I'm always careful. I mean, I tried it too, but adding more risk to the table, obviously you have to go with a tighter stop. At least that's what I think. NQ definitely went into hibernation. Hey, let's push the like button, everybody. Thank you so much. If you can help out the stream, it's free to do. Just push those likes. Let's show the YouTube algorithm that we are here. Thank you so much. Let's push those likes. Push it, everybody. Just push it. 10 seconds. Oh, no way, Jade. The 10-second chart for me. That would destroy my nerves. Oh, Fizzly, did I forget to answer the question? Oh, yeah, I was then. Yeah, take profit traders, sorry. Why am I so tired? I just had coffee again. Yeah, NQ. It feels like it wants to go higher. It feels like it. It's hard to decide. Hard to cope with this. Yeah. Thank you, Mark. Hey, thank you. Thank you, Mark. I like you guys too, everybody. Ah, on XAU, on the CFD. Okay. Yeah, that could be a good idea. That would be a good plan, K. Oh, Kelly, I tried it. I tried 10 second, 15 second. I tried 30 second. I just can't do it. I mean, I can't. Maybe if I want to scalp, like, I don't know, maybe 30-second, but so far the 1 minute was the maximum for me. But I know that some of the scalpers are really good on those subatomic time frames, and that can actually help a lot. Your entry, my entry, okay, my entry. I entered at the perfect spot here. As you can see, my entry is absolutely great, 670. You know, the reason I entered here, I wanted to feel the drawdown. So that's the explanation. So I was like, I want to feel the drawdown. So let's just enter at the top. Why not? And I kind of grateful for the market for showing me how great it is to be in drawdown, right? So thank you, market. Thank you for this. It's quite an experience. 670. My stop is at 25, but this is an evaluation account, so I don't really care much about this. I mean, I care. I do care, of course, but this is an eval. I wouldn't do this. This trade, I would not have entered on a funded account to this position. But yeah. Yeah, it's wild. Thoughts on CFD? Nothing really bad, Mo. I'm just saying that prices could be manipulated a little bit more, because most of the CFD contracts, if we can call them contracts at all, those are made up by the brokerage. So those numbers that you see are, yes, they are following other brokerages. I mean, every brokerage or platform has their own CFD fantasy name. So some of them calling it US 100, some of them calling it US Tech, some of them calling it USA 100, or some of them calling it Technology 100 or whatever. All of these CFD brokerages creating their own pricing for these contracts. Usually they're almost the same, but not the same. It's because they're manipulating the price, they're manipulating the slippage and the spread to take out their traders, right? And this is something that actually years ago I saw a video from an ex-CFD brokerage employee who said in that report, is when you deposit money into a CFD brokerage, that is immediately be booked, which means it's not going to go out to the real market. You are basically going to trade on a demo account. Even if you're depositing it to a regulated brokerage account, you are going to be immediately be booked on CFD. So it's a demo. It says live, but it's not live. It's a demo account. And the orders will never go out to the market. And that's why they can manipulate as much as they want with the price, with the spread, the execution, the slippage, all that such. Even if there's no news, and if you're profitable, they can just create an artificial spike, like boom, takes out your stop, and yeah, and they're celebrating that they got a new client with the deposit. And that's what they said in that report. And this is why the futures are more regulated by the CME group. Everybody must use the same exact price to the tick. No manipulations, no such thing like that. Otherwise, the CFD contracts are not as bad as it sounds, but you got, I mean, I would use for scalping, for example, on the 1 minute chart, it's a little bit dangerous. But if you're intraday swing trading, I would say it's perfect, no problem with that, especially if your trading is not, if you're not going for just a few points, but you're going for like obviously for more swings throughout the day. That's better. But otherwise, it's more manipulation, more dirty moves from the brokerages, even from the prop firms. So prop firms know that, and obviously prop firms admitted that. Prop firms, especially the Dungeons and Dragons prop firm that went down and that now they are back. The Dungeons and Dragons prop firm said that they having softwares that are artificially, modifying the spread and the slippage for CFDs, just for the purpose to blow up the client's position and then sooner or later the account. And I'm glad you asked this because I think it's an important thing. I picked it up perfectly. Again, I'm not saying it's the end of the world. Prince instantly, yeah. You're welcome, Mark. Yeah, I realized, yeah, Ludafish. So when I realized this, that was the turning point. So I was trading with FTMO and my Forex funds and the Dungeons and Dragons prop firm. I also tried them out. And when I got to know all this information and I actually researched it as much as I could, and I realized, and especially when I saw this report, and this is what this report was not from a prop firm. This was an ex-employee of a registered Forex brokerage who said that it's a regulated Forex brokerage who said every deposit, if you just deposit $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, that is automatically by the system goes to the B books. The B book is going to screw you all over with the spread, the slippage, and the manipulation. That's it. If somebody is depositing a bigger amount, like $50,000, $100K or whatever, obviously they will still, I think they said they're going to B book them as well, but they are going to monitor, no, sorry, vice versa. They're not going to B book the huge deposits, but they are going to closely monitor the trades on the big accounts. And if they see that the trader sucks or a very bad trader, then they are going to put them to the B books. And they're just going to get it as income as well. And this was the exact word that he was using, that every small deposit is income for the company. That's just pure income. So maybe we should create a Forex brokerage or something like that. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I heard some things about Project X as well. Oh no, look at this. Look at the NQ position. It's going to get us right now. Binary options is a pure scam. Just saying, everybody. Binary options is absolutely a pure scam. Okay? That is basically like, you better go off, just, buy lottery tickets or something. Binary options is pure scam. And then 15-minute always pump before the VWAP. NASDAQ that on 15-minute we always pump up from VWAP. I don't understand the question. I'm sorry. 5-minute we pump from EMA 200. EMA 21 and 200. Obviously, if there's a cross higher, we could be seeing a move higher. Yeah, maybe they have cheaper data. Who knows? It's not just a MetaTrader, Jay. It doesn't matter the platform. The platform doesn't matter. It's also on CTrader, JTrader, MetaTrader, every other platform that is related to CFDs, they're doing it on every platform. It doesn't matter which platform. So of course, AD. Unfortunately, we need to understand that in this business, the trading companies are not here for charity, okay? They are here to make cold hard cash on the trader. That's what they're made for. The business lens, what tools do you use? Well, I trade on Quantower. I only use lines, like I use rectangles and horizontal lines to mark up my levels. No indicators for now, but I do test some indicators in the background. I'm testing moving averages, but those are not part of my trading or my strategy, not yet at least. So just pure price action, candlesticks, and that's it. No indicators. I mean, no special algos, not yet. Again, I'm saying not yet. So that's all I have. Yeah, I tried binary options too, Ludafish. That's pure scam. Exactly. CoinX degen mode. Totally, yeah. Yeah, that's what happens. Like, US traders actually go to offshore Forex or other brokerages. Like, obviously, if you go to an offshore unregulated brokerage, you just have to be prepared that that's the wild west. That's the real Wild West. If you go to an offshore brokerage, you gotta be prepared for slippage, bad execution, and all the spread manipulation. Everything is gonna happen with you. Everything. Are we moving to manipulation? Could be. If the distribution is going to be higher, we could be manipulating lower to sweep some liquidity and go higher. But the problem is, this is 5 a.m. here. Okay, we have less than 30 minutes until 5 a.m. The kill zone officially ends at 5 a.m. in smart money terms, which means it's not enough time for NQ to go higher. This kind of tells me that, you know, this is just going to waterfall down there and maybe picking up more liquidity on the downside. So unfortunately for me on this trade, it's just not going to be good. So oh, nice, Kelly. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So what you can do with an offshore brokerage is don't let too much profits on the account. Try to take out what you can. Exactly. So try to realize even the smaller profits and just, you know, withdraw what you can. Obviously, if you can withdraw that initial deposit. So I know, for example, a few guys who are still trading Forex from here in Hungary on offshore accounts. Not like to make a living, but as a part-time income. And this guy who I know, he deposits like $2,000 or $3,000 to a Forex account. And when he's making $500 or $1,000 profit, he just withdraws it. He just you know, withdrawing that money. And he's in the green now. So he withdrawn more than he deposited. So that's what he does. So he could have deposited $10,000, $15,000, but he just went with $2,000 or $3,000. And whenever he makes like $300, $400, $500, he just withdraws it. Maybe they already put him from the B book to the A book. Who knows? I don't know. Yeah. What is actually evaluation account? What is evaluation account? Is basically a challenge account. So basically, I don't know which prop firm you want me to explain, but they're all basically the same concept. On an evaluation account on futures, you're basically evaluating yourself to get the funded account. So you need to reach a certain profit target on that account with applying with the rules, of course. You reach that account, that profit target, and you're going to get your funded account, simulated funded account. It's not real money, of course, but you're going to reach that simulated funded account, and what you make on that simulated funded account is going to be yours. Obviously, some prop firms require you to build up a safety net. Other prop firms don't require to build up a safety net. So different rules applies to different prop firms. But the funded account is going to be the one where you start to make quote unquote real money. And the evaluation account is only the first stage to get the funded account. That's where the prop firms are making the money, actually. That's where they're making the real big bucks with the activation fees, the resets, the evaluation fees. Like, we gotta understand, as I said, it's no charity. This is not a charity business. Prop firms are also here to make cold hard cash. They're not here for charity. So exactly, Kelly. Yeah. Get the withdrawal as soon as you can. Hey, Uriel, good to see you. Yeah, something like that. Exactly. Exactly. No problem. Absolutely, Mark. 185. Push those likes if you can. I think my position is almost out. Yeah, it's most likely gonna hit the stop loss. I don't really care. Again, this is just an eval. Gold is slowly edging higher. I had this beautiful trade just at the start of the stream. This was great on 3 accounts. I'm super happy about it. So I'm not gonna give back any profits from those. And right now it is what it is. What can we do? Yeah, Jay. So just like Jay is saying, prop firms, as much as weird as it sounds like, prop firms benefiting from failed traders because they know that 95% of traders are failing. Exactly. Prop firm business could be very lucrative, but of course there's also a risk involved, because sooner or later, if you're running a prop firm, you're going to have successful traders as well. And some of those successful traders are going to be withdrawing $10,000, $5,000, $20,000. There's going to be those people as well. So obviously you have to balance the whole thing, because you need to pay out your successful traders, and obviously you need to keep the sales going to have more failed evaluation accounts. So that cash flow, that needs to be balanced properly. That's why I don't think that it's very simple to run a prop firm. I think there's also a lot of risk involved. It's lucrative, but there's a lot of risk management involved in prop firms. You gotta do it very smart, because you gotta pay out your successful traders. Yeah, Luke, absolutely. Waiting for the 6:30. Let's go. Yeah, I'm gonna be at MyFunded TV today as well, covering for Terry. From next week, I'm gonna be doing my own New York streams again. But this week, I was covering for Terry. Having a little bit of a fun there with Nick and Barbie. It was a great week, and yeah, that's what we have. Yeah, everybody, you can create a prop firm from a few $1,000s. You can create a prop firm with a laptop and with a few $1,000s, and you can run it from a basement. So it's very easy. There are companies out there online who are offering you ready-made prop firms from the shelf. All you need to do is just name the prop firm, and they give you the website, they give you the back end, they give you everything, you know, the payment providers, everything is set up. You just have to pay for them and you get the system. But obviously, again, if some traders reaching those payouts and you don't have enough capital to back up the prop firm, and you don't know how to market it. So again, if you have no marketing, if you have no capital, if you have no strategy to run it up, then obviously you're going to fail very fast. And obviously the prop firms are going to be regulated sooner or later. So prop firms regulations are, and this is something I've heard, and also this is my opinion too, prop firm regulations are going to be almost the same like the casinos. For example, if you, like, for example, if you sell, like, I don't know, no, that's not a good, if you have like, so obviously a $50,000 account, funded account, has like let's just go like $2,000 of maximum loss limit, okay? Or there's a $2,000 safety net that the trader can operate with. Now, the regulation would be, and that's what they're saying, and I was reading this, if a trader on the simulated funded account is building up the safety net and the profits, the prop firm must have the same amount on a bank account, or I mean maybe double as the amount on a bank account as a reserve, just like a casino. So basically all the chips that are out there on their funded traders has to be backed up on their bank accounts. So imagine that you have like thousands of traders and successful traders who are building their funded account, accumulate all that. So it might be like millions of dollars, like $2 million, $3 million, I don't know. You always need to have the same amount of reserve every single second on your bank account, just there every time. Just like at the casinos, you have to back up the chips at the tables at the safe to be able to pay them out all the time. That's one thing. Also, another thing, there will be a much smaller withdrawal cap on the simulated accounts. The goal will be, and that's why they're pushing everybody to live account, is to push everybody to a live account. Also, I heard that the regulations would be or could be stopping with the instant funded accounts, because the concept is just not good. The instant funded accounts is basically you're buying yourself into a simulated funded account. So basically you're buying leverage. But the concept of a proprietary trading firm is to have a qualification phase. So that's why TopStep is not doing the instant funded accounts, by the way. TopStep said a few months ago they are not really interested in that, because the sole purpose of a proprietary trading firm is to qualify their traders who is good enough to go to a live account. If you buy yourself, that's not qualifying. Buy yourself into a simulated account, that's not qualifying. So you need to go through a qualification phase, and the regulators are already saying that that's going to be a requirement. So you have to go through a qualification phase. So the instant funded accounts, I don't know how is it going to go with the instant funded accounts, but rumor says it that the instant funded accounts are going to be gone once the regulations are going to be in the space. Who knows? Anyway, I was just talking out loud about this. My trade is gone, by the way, on NQ, but it's all right. So, yeah. I think if Garbage, I think if US starts with the regulations, Europe is gonna do the same. Europe is definitely going to follow with the regulations, just like with the casinos and with the online casinos. Everything is gonna be under the same regulation. Yeah, exactly, Kay. I don't know about that, Ludofish. That's an interesting question. Yeah, banger intro. I was just roasting a little bit there. I was just having fun. I hope I didn't step over the line. You know what? Maybe I try to roast the chat today and the mods a little bit. Who knows? How about that? More times. I will roast the chat. And I will roast the mods a little bit. Who knows? Yeah, it seems like it's water falling down. So as we approaching the 5 a.m., it might just go down for that. How far is that? Yeah, 28 points. It could go. What's that level? Hold on. 95, 96. We'll see. Prop firms have completely different models. Yes. Yes. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So let's go. All right. I try my best. I'll try to improvise something. The market supposed one of the regulation of requirements for prop firm is that person's the real market. Yes, exactly. Opinion Mendez. Yeah. So that's why to have a path to live account is a must. No, I'm not in. I'm out from the trade. I had a long trade only on an eval, but earlier I had a beautiful trade on at 2 a.m. So, but this was only on an eval. I'm good. Gold hit the target. Oh, it went up there. Nice. Yeah, so it seems like that it might waterfall down. Yeah. Hey, thank you, Randall. Okay, I think this is it for me, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to be at MyFundedTV in the New York session, so make sure to check in. Thank you so much, and thank you for all the support. This was a great session, great talks. If you would like to support or consider to support the channel, please don't forget to use the TOMSABO code. It really helps out the channel with a great deal. And I'm really grateful for all of you with the support. It is good for funding ticks now with TRADEIFY, even instant funded accounts, so you can use it now with TRADEIFY as well. Funded Futures Network has a buy one get one for free. Apex is back to 80%, 91% at Bulenox. DayTraders, TRADEDAY, Take Profit Trader, daily payouts. Don't forget about it. It still has the 40% off with no activation fee. So lots of good things are still going at the end of the month. So make sure to remember the best cheat code out there and the best pass-through rate is with TOMSABO. Anyway, thank you so much. God bless you all. I'll be at MyFundedTV in the New York morning. All right. Cheers, everybody. God bless.